Welcome, my name is Audrey and I'm here to guide you through about 30 minutes of mindful movement wherever you are, stepping away from your busy life and just tending to yourself for the next 30 minutes. I promise it will benefit you. Roll out a mat and let's begin. Once you've made it to your mat, you can go ahead and lie down on your back, extending your legs long and just noticing here where you're at. Feeling your body connect to the mat, lengthen out, taking up space. And then with me, just start to take note of your breath. Notice the length of your inhales and the length of your exhales, just naturally. Noticing the mat beneath your head, holding your body, just maybe envisioning the color red dropping into your root chakra, feeling the ground beneath you, the floor beneath you. And then with me, take a long, slow breath in through your nose, filling up your lungs. Notice your belly rise. Hold it at the top, and then open your mouth and sigh it out. As you sigh on your exhale, you'll feel your body connect deeper to the earth, to the mat beneath you. And then again, a long conscious breath in. Hold it at the top. And then an exhale out. Let it go. This practice is truly about getting out of your head, right? Getting into your body. So just allowing yourself, just set an intention here, taking note of sensations in your body, devoting this time to you. If you start to drift off in your mind, just coming back to your breath, coming back to sensation, sound. When you're ready, take a big breath in, lengthen your arms up over your head. You can start to arch your back, lifting your lower back and your spine off of the mat, flexing your toes and your feet. And then reaching for your knees, start to grab for your knees, lifting your head off of the mat, grabbing for your legs, giving yourself a hug, tucking your head into your chest, and then dropping your head, releasing your shoulders, keep hugging your knees in. From here, lengthen your left leg long, keep hugging right knee in, and then cross your right knee over your body for a supine twist. Trying to keep this right shoulder on the mat as best as you can. And then coming back to center, taking your time. That's Kai. He might walk by here and there. Rocking side to side with both knees in, massaging your lower back. And then right leg extends long, hugging left knee in. Keep both shoulders pinned to the mat and then cross your left knee over your body. Maybe guiding it with your right hand, just being easy, gentle on your lower back. Knowing your depth too in this practice, backing off when you need, going deeper when you feel like you need that. And I'll always offer modifications, so knowing that this practice is truly doing what's best for your body. Coming back to center here, drawing both knees in, rocking side to side, just giving your lower back another good massage. And then just gonna activate a little teeny bit of core. So letting your legs go long, arms reach over your head, just bringing your legs to a hover here. And then big breath in, lifting your chin, lifting your head, starting to grab for your feet, drawing your forehead towards your knees, and then your chin is tucked. And then extending out long, lengthening arms, lengthening legs, Once again, hugging everything in, grabbing for your heels. Forehead draws to your knees. One more time, extending out long. And once more, crunching in. From here, you'll start to just rock and roll forward and back a little bit. Bringing some movement, and when you're ready, making your way to tabletop. So from here, you're just gonna make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists, hips are over your knees. You'll notice your belly might want to drop like that, so you'll start to just be conscious of your belly button drawing into your spine. Hug your lower belly in, and then find this place. Feel free to tuck your toes, and then send your hips back to your heels. You can walk your hands forward, and then just resting your third eye, your forehead, right on the mat. Keep reaching forward, extending your hips back. And then shifting back up into tabletop. Shoulders come back over your wrists, hips over your knees, tops of your feet pressing into the mat. When you're ready, take a big inhale, drop your belly, like I just told you not to do. We'll do that. Open your chest, draw your chin away from your chest, tapping into your throat chakra here, building space between. Take a big inhale, really press the mat away from you, and then on your exhale, curve everything in. So tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, curve your spine. Again, pressing the mat away from you, and then drop your belly. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, press your mat away, curve your spine, tuck your chin. Doing this a few times, getting into your body, noticing sensation, moving maybe forward a little bit, maybe back, maybe ear to hip, side to side. And then if your wrists are starting to bother you, you can turn your fingers out to the side, maybe turning your fingers towards your knees. However, you can stretch your wrists to get some weight off of them, maybe pressing the tops of your hands gently into the mat if your wrists are feeling comfy enough to do that. And then bringing your hands back to center, shoulders back over your wrists, hips over knees. Draw your lower belly back in. You're gonna take this right foot and step it directly back behind you. Start to just press forward and back through your heel. Belly draws in. Noticing your breath, taking a big breath in and a big breath out. And then once again, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, lifting this right foot. And then with me, gazing over your left shoulder, placing your right foot outside the mat. Peeking back at your foot, noticing this big stretch, welcoming any cracks, any pops. Breathing into your side body. I'll be cueing that a lot. And then from here, just taking this foot, stepping it all the way out to the side. Foot plants, taking your left hand, bringing it to the center right under your left shoulder. And then right arm just reaches right up. Big breath in, welcoming space in your chest, in your heart. Maybe rolling your wrist might feel good. And then when you're ready, right hand releases to the mat, walking your hands out forward and then gently sitting your hips back. You can flex your foot, just driving your heel right into the ground, right outside your mat. And then you can stay lifted here. If this is all that you want to do, that's perfect. And if you'd like to go a little bit further, you can start to walk your hands and gently just rest your head on the mat. And from here, walking yourself back forward, bringing this right foot in, shaking out your body any way that you might need. And then resetting for the other side. So you'll take this left foot, step it back, start to drive back with your heel. Your gaze is right in between your hands, so you're not cinching at your neck at all. And then just drawing belly into your spine, heel draws back and forth, feeling this in your calf and your shin, and your hamstring even. The entire left leg and your foot is getting some love here. You can tuck your toes if you feel like you want to get a little more of a toe stretch. And then once you're ready, gazing over your right shoulder, lifting your left foot, bringing your left foot to your view off the mat to the right. And keep gazing back. And then from here, bringing this left foot out to the side. Right hand comes to the center, left arm twists open. Once again, welcoming some space, room for something in your heart. Rolling your wrist. Breathing in. Breathing out. Releasing this left hand, starting to walk your hands forward, and then just gently sitting your hip back. Once again, placing your forearms on the mat if this is far enough for you, or you can walk your hands forward, going just a little bit further. When you're ready, start to lift yourself back up once again. Bringing your left foot in, tucking your toes, bringing shoulders over your wrists, and then very gently start to just hover your knees. Lower belly draws in, and then bringing knees out wide, drop the tops of your feet, walk your fingertips forward, child's pose. This pose is always considered home base, so if you need to take any break throughout the rest of this practice, you can always come to this space, this safe space, and rest. Reaching fingertips long, lengthening through your spine. As you take your next breath, just notice your breath and envision it going right into the space in between the vertebrae in your spine. So reaching fingertips forward, lengthening through your spine, and then breathing in. Holding the breath, and exhale. Let it go. And gently start to walk yourself up. Taking a big breath in, reach your arms up out by the side. And starting to pull yourself back up through tabletop. We're going to end up in our first downward facing dog. So tucking your toes, lifting your hips, sending them back, downward facing dog. Let your heels drop behind you, maybe pedaling out your feet a little bit, back and forth. Your ears coming in between your biceps, just resting there. And then just checking out your spacing. You can glide forward into a high plank. And then shifting back into down dog. If you don't have to move your feet or your hands at all, you know your spacing is correct. So heels drop behind you. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue release from the roof of your mouth. Maybe your lips just gently splay open because your mouth and your face is that relaxed. And then walking your hands back towards your feet, coming off of your wrists for a moment. Taking your hands, bringing them underneath the soles of your feet, gorilla pose. So your toes are in the crease of your wrist, and then you'll fold forward. Your elbows can come out to the side, drawing your nose towards your knees, or just kind of the space in between your knees. And then from here, releasing the hands, drawing your toes out to 10 and 2, and then sitting your hip for yogi squat, malasana. Hands come to your heart. With me, envisioning a string connected to the crown of your head. And that string is drawing right above you, almost like it's connected to the ceiling or the clouds, wherever you are. And your heart is open, crown chakra is shining purple light. Feeling aligned, feeling your hips start to open. And then gently sending your hips up into the air. Walking your feet towards each other, taking a forward fold. And then very gently start to rise to stand like a rag doll, letting the head be the last thing to rise. Once you get to the top, Tadasana. Hands facing forward, almost like you're shining white light from your hands. Your feet about hips width distance. Slight bend in your knees, feeling the ground beneath your feet. Once again, your heart open. Crown of your head is drawing towards the sky. On an inhale, take a big breath in, arms reach out by your side. Exhale, draw your hands to center. Pausing here, wherever you are, be where your feet are. On an inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Walk yourself out to a high plank. And then very slowly start to lower your body all the way down to the mat, keeping your elbows tucked by your side, very slowly ending up here. Untuck your toes, lifting your chest, baby cobra. Gaze is right in front of your mat. Once again, not cinching at your neck, being super mindful, really aware in your body. And then releasing baby cobra, forehead comes to the mat. Once again, inhale, lift your chest, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, pedal out your feet, and then tiptoe your feet to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of your head draws towards the front, slight bend in your knees, hands come to your shins. And then exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back to a high plank. And you can always leave the vinyasa out. You can always shift straight to downward facing dog, or just lowering your body through, lifting your chest for cobra or up dog, which is where I'm at. You can lift everything off of the mat if you're here. And if you're in cobra, just being here is perfect. Tucking your toes, lifting your chest, or lifting your hips. Whoops, downward facing dog. Once again, paddling out your feet and then finding stillness here. Heels draw right behind you like someone was drawing your heels down. Pulling with their hands right to the ground. When you're ready, right foot lifted up into the air. And then stepping it forward, low lunge. Your hands are beside your foot. Fingers draw into the mat. The ball of your back foot is rooted into the mat. And then from here, left hand stays down, right arm reaches open, twist. Releasing this right hand, step your right foot back, lift it up into the air, and then release. From here, right foot lifts up. And then step it outside your right hand. You can drop to your back knee, or you can keep your back knee lifted, however you'd like to be here, wherever it feels best in your body. And then start to walk your hands off to the left. You can walk them off your mat, and then coming onto the edge of your right foot might feel good, just getting into your hip. And then from here, walking your hands back underneath your shoulders, tuck your back toe, heel toe this right foot back to center. And then dropping your back foot, open up, warrior two. Start to rise. Flip your front palm, reach back, peaceful warrior. Coming back to warrior two, noticing your front foot and your back foot, checking them out, noticing your front heel drawing to the center of your back foot. Deep bend in your front knee, flip your front palm, reach back, peaceful warrior. Finding a side angle pose, resting your forearm on your thigh or your hand on the ground or on a block. You can take your left arm, reach it up over your head, and then left arm extends over your head, noticing your right thigh and your rib cage. They're gonna wanna draw towards each other. Notice them peel away. So try to peel your rib cage away from your thigh. Extending through your side body, lengthening through your left fingers. And then rising back up, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach back, peaceful. And then taking a wide-legged forward fold, all toes turn one way. You can take your hands to your hips, and then very gently just start to send your hips back. Fingertips reach through your legs. Draw your head towards the ground like a wide-legged forward fold. Let something go. And then when you're ready, hands come underneath your shoulders, walking your fingertips back to the front. You're going to take a pyramid pose, back foot steps up, so your feet are in two separate lanes. Both legs are straight. Folding forward. And then from here, just taking a breath. Hugging your belly into your spine once again. And then stepping your right foot back, downward facing dog. We'll just pause here. You can bend, you can shift into a vinyasa if that feels good for you. And we'll meet in a downward facing dog. And once you're there, left foot lifts, step it forward outside your left hand. And then once again, dropping to your back knee or keeping it lifted, you can start to walk your hands off of the mat. And then coming onto the edge of your left foot, sending some love to your hip. We hold so much emotion, tension, trauma in our hips. So just giving yourself the space to acknowledge this. And letting what comes up for you come up. Feel it and then free it. Hands come underneath your shoulders, back foot tucks under, back knee lifts, and then heel toe this left foot to the center. Right hand stays down, left arm twists open. And then from here, releasing your left hand, swiveling your back foot down, you'll rise up, warrior two. Bend through your front knee, gazing down at your back foot, drawing your front heel towards the center of your back foot. My mat is a little bit dirty. And then extending arms out long, gazing over your front middle finger, flip your front palm, reach back, peaceful warrior. Keep bending into your front knee, and then finding your side angle pose, however you'd like to be there. Reaching your arm up over your head, extended side angle, and then rising back up, warrior two. You'll take a pose out and your heels in, tapping through your hips a little bit, and then lifting one heel and then the other, starting to rise back up, star pose. Open your arms to cactus, and then arms reach up. You're gonna turn your toes forward into that pyramid pose. You can keep your hands over your head, and then very slowly start to fold forward. Hands come to the floor or blocks. And then let your head release. All right, when you're ready, release these blocks. Hands placed onto the mat. Step your left foot back, moving through one last vinyasa. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, child's pose. From child's pose here, start to just shift yourself forward. You're gonna end up on your belly. And then with your forearms, set yourself up for Sphinx pose. So you'll place your forearms on the mat. Chest is open wide, heart is open. And then drawing your right knee in towards your right elbow, you'll extend your right arm long, and then your left arm can thread through. Using your right arm as your pillow, start to just rest your head, surrendering here, letting it go. Your body worked hard just now in this practice. Just acknowledging all that you've done. Not just on this mat in this 30 minutes, but in your life this far. Noticing just your body surrendering to this moment. And coming out of this the same way you came in. If you want to stay here, feel free to just pause me and resume when you're ready. You can bring your forearms back under you, releasing your right leg. And then rocking your hips side to side. Setting up for the other side, left knee draws in, left arm extends long, and then right arm threads through, resting your head on a block, on a pillow, or on your left hand. Allowing yourself one more breath here before just rolling onto your back. You deserve this next few moments of stillness, so feel free to lengthen your legs. And drawing your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Good job. Showed up for yourself. And gave your body and your mind the attention it deserves. Final pose here, Urdhva Karani, making a little bit of a pillow underneath your lower back with your hands, and then sending your feet straight up into the air. Sending the blood back to your heart after the movement, the flow, all that you did. All the healing that you did to your muscles and to your body and to your mind just in this 30 minutes. When you're ready, you can release your feet to the ground, letting your legs come long, palms face up. Just receiving this practice. You can lay here for as long as you need. Scanning your body. Become aware of everything that's connected to the mat. Taking a big breath in, feel your belly rise. And a big exhale, let it go. You are worth showing up for yourself, taking this time, tending to you,